Today, I want to talk about burnout. No, not that kind of burnout, but I want to talk specifically about the psychological kind of burnout that a person may face. Picture this, right? You just got into a new hobby. Let's say you want to learn the guitar, for an example. So you picked up the guitar and you're having a great time. You're a month in and everything's going pretty well. But all of a sudden, playing the guitar no longer is as exciting or as rewarding to you than when you started. And you feel basically like terrible because you don't want to practice anymore. It's a chore now to you. And this is a very, very common thing, especially when it comes to just anything in general. It deals a lot with repetition. If you want to get good at something like the guitar or going to the gym, if you want to get stronger, you need to put in a lot of reps. And it's the same for anything. And everybody will just be going through burnout. And I don't know anybody who doesn't go through burnout. If you don't go through it, I just think you're a superhero at that point. You could probably do anything that you want. But yeah, a lot of people go through burnout. And right now, at this moment in time, I'm kind of going through that right now. Especially because I'm like a month in to making content. And me personally, I'm just not really like, my mind is always somewhere else. Like right now, I was planning on recording this with some gameplay of anything, but Roblox is so boring and I'm like so beyond clueless that it's just impossible for me to like play and commentate at the same time. So I decided to put my thoughts down here. Yeah, I know it's kind of lazy, but at the same time I felt like this is the best way of articulating myself. So for me right now, I'm a month in and a lot of things were exciting. It was fun. Just recently I'm working on a bigger project and I thought it was pretty fun recording that for however long that was. It was pretty fun, right? But it was something new or like newer. It wasn't this kind of stuff. The goal for me to post once a week will be hit. I will guarantee that every week there will be at least one, but it might just be this kind of stuff. Hold on, I'm getting sidetracked already. I gotta talk about burnout. So if you're going through burnout right now, I highly recommend that what you are avoiding yourself from doing, whatever that may be, you gotta go through and do it, man. That's the one thing you have to do. If you sit there and not do anything, you're just gonna get stressed. And then now you're stressed, so then you're like, oh, but like now you're gonna start overthinking. And then once you start overthinking, that's where it all goes downhill. You won't get anything done for the day. And now you're looking at yourself like, oh man, like what did I do? Where did all that time go? So you have to, even if you're burnt out and you feel like, man, this is the last thing I want to do. Like everything else has become so much more appealing than this. Like literally sitting down and just thinking, doing nothing for the whole day seems more appealing than going to the gym, for an example. But that means you have to go through and do it. And if you do, great things are going to come. Especially, I don't know if I can put a graph on screen, but when I saw this like concept, it was relating to guitar. Most guitarists, they excel in the beginning for a couple months and then they will plateau. This was mostly due to like bar chords and stuff like that. That's not really relevant, but if you see, you plateau. And like this is the same thing with like going to the gym. You put on muscle, you get stronger, but then you just plateau for a little bit and maybe you need to take a week off or whatever, right? But this plateau is also like has a correlation with your mind as well. You may feel really, really good. You may feel really, really good for a whole month because you're progressing. The progression is also directly proportional to your like mental like state. Like I'm excited because I'm moving up in the world. I got dopamine because I'm succeeding, so I feel good. I want to keep doing this. But then you start plateauing and now your brain is like, oh my gosh, why would I ever touch this ever again? I think that's kind of how burnout like happens. And the most effective way to counteract burnout for me was just to do it. I always struggle with just doing the work, no matter how like burnt out or like whatever you may feel. I just got to do it and do it to my best ability. The last thing that you want to do is quit. You got so far, like think about it from like a time period standpoint, right? Like you spent a month in on something. That means you've grown probably a lot because you progress a lot during your first couple of months. So that means you grew like a ton in the first couple of months. And now you're like kind of in this plateau, like little bump in the road, little like nook in the road. You're stuck there for a little bit and you're just going to feel like trash for like a week. Or maybe even 2, but then you're going to get out of it and then you're going to start progressing again. And then you're going to start feeling great again. That's kind of what happened to me in the gym and in guitar. This is like first-hand account, right? If you needed like that, like reaffirming, dang it, I don't even know how to say it. If you needed somebody to like reaffirm that like idea of if you just keep doing it, it's going to succeed. Yeah, that is literally so true. Like anything you do, you just stay with it. You keep going even through burnout. So when I think of burnout, it's like burnout, I think not. I don't think I have it at this point in time. It's just life. It is what it is. And you just go through that. And you go through it, and boom, now you're going to progress again. And great, that's fantastic. Everybody loves that. Everybody wants that. And some people, even me, can't see that far in the future. We tend to just look at the present and think to ourselves, what is that short-term pleasure going to be like? How can I maximize the pleasure that I'm feeling right now instead of what could be in the future? And that's something that definitely I've struggled with. But the more that I commit to one thing, I can see the gains in whatever aspect that may be. And it just motivates me to do more even through burnout. I don't know what a cure is to burnout, but I do know that if you just do it, it will like slowly fade away. And then bam, now you're back to normal and you're growing and now you're feeling great. Another thing that's like completely off topic, right? It's just Roblox is so boring at this moment in time. I don't know what it is. It's like everything I see, everything I touch is so like I played it before. Maybe I'm old, but it's like it's either I played it before, it's too grindy, or it lacks like that oomph. It lacks like soul. It's got nothing. It's just like this garbage that was made by probably AI at this point, because ChatGPT can program better than a lot of people. Honestly, I think it might program better than anybody because it's an actual computer. But yeah, that was a completely off topic, like rant for no reason. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, so stay busy. Keep going, and sometimes you do need to change up the method, but what is important is to just keep going. That's the one thing that's really important. That is what I want to share with the world at this point in time. So yeah, thank you for listening to my garbage. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.